YouTube? Dayspace here, and I have something to show you. I've avoided showing this on all videos. Peeked at it in my main channel video the other day, but I wanted to show you guys. And the reason my vlog is on this channel, actually, by the way, is because I've been addicted to this thing. I've spent every hour since April 3rd playing with this thing. The new Apple iPad. This is the 16 gig model. The 16 gig without 3G model, the Wi-Fi only. I'm cheap, okay? I've spent so much money on this thing already. I spent money to get Keynote and Pages and this case. First, let's talk about the case, because this is the outer set. This case was $40. This case does absolutely nothing but protect it. Now, you might be going, well, Dave, protecting your iPad's a good thing. But it's also black. Now, I have a cat and I have 2 dogs. One of my dogs sheds a lot. You can see dirt and dust, and it just shows on this black case. I mean, it comes right off, but the hassle of wiping constantly. Second of all, same thing with the screen. Now, I mean, this makes sense. This glossy surface, touching this, I mean, you're touching it with your fingers, you're getting fingerprints all over it. I mean, I'm constantly wiping this with a lens cleaner. Constantly. Hours. I mean, if I turn this thing off and I put it on, like, just a black screen, you can see my fingerprints all everywhere. Now, those are some of the downsides. The positive sides. Now, this thing is so useful, it's insane. Now, some people were complaining, sorry, I got an email, I guess. Some people were complaining that a lack of flash was going to hurt the iPad's web browsing, but let me show you right here. Facebook with everything, including the IM. This is outside the app. This is in Safari on here. It has everything you need, no flash. HTML5 is supported by most sites, which means you don't even need flash. YouTube on here runs at 720p gorgeously. Now, I mean, sometimes when you're loading HD video, it loads slow, but even loading HD video on a computer loads slow. So, considering the A4 chip in here, I actually thought it ran pretty smoothly. I actually got to sit here and watch most of my subscriptions. What I didn't like is that the app did not remove my subscriptions after I'd watched them, so I'd have to go through, and the X's on YouTube don't work yet, but that's a YouTube complaint, not an iPad complaint. Therefore, I had to go through and make sure all the videos in my subscription box were viewed to get rid of them, and I think they actually still show up here on the iPad. Let me see. No, not notes. Where's my YouTube app? Certainly, I hardly use YouTube on here, actually. I kind of prefer computer-based YouTube, but it's nice to watch them from the couch. Where is my YouTube app? Oh, duh, my social networks. I was like on the wrong page. I have this organized into like 7 pages of whatever, and then let's hit Dayspace. And actually, you know, let's test out some playback. So let's watch my little video of me fake opening the iPad, hit play. And the loading bar, I don't think you can see that, but it actually already loaded about half the video. So, at normal quality YouTube video, it actually loads very well. And I'm very impressed. As you can also hear the built-in speakers on this thing. Now, they're loud. They're not great quality and they're not awesome to listen to, but I mean, like, say I'm sitting at school and I want to show somebody a song I have. So I scroll over to iPod, which is way over because that's where I put it, I guess. And I hit a song. I'm not going to hit any songs, but I mean, this system of scrolling through all your songs is actually really nice. Color flow would have looked good here. It would have looked pretty eye candy, but I prefer, I don't know, just simplest view on how it works. And I can click on any of these songs. all 500 of my songs in here perfectly in alphabetical order. I can put them by album. Everything that I need my iPod to do. Actually, a lot better than most of the iPads I've had in the past. I didn't really have an iPod Touch. I skipped there. iTunes runs perfectly. The App Store. iBooks. iBooks really quick. And I'm going to go into more detail on all these apps later in the near future, guys, because I can't cover all this. iBooks is gorgeous. I love the slight animation of turning a page. It gives people that emotional feel that they need to hold the book in their hands. You can do it on landscape with 2 pages. Also, one thing that's really neat about this, let's pull up here, let's talk about Mail. Mail works perfectly on here. I've actually, honestly, about 2 months before this thing came out, I stopped checking my email because I hated it. It was aggravating. I didn't want to go sign in. This, I just pull it up. It refreshes itself. You can hit the refresh button, and all your inboxes with multiple accounts, considering the multiple YouTube accounts I have. I have all these emails that I can access with my fingertips. With even these drop-down menus. These drop-down menus is what sells this thing. It's almost a laptop replacement. The only thing that I use my computer for at this point, really, honestly, for the last couple days, I've used it to upload my vlogs. Period. Nothing else could I need it for. Now, video editing software will come to this thing, and you can import video into your Photos app, which Photos, okay, now being me, I mean, Photos is pretty, and I like to make my wallpapers things, but I mean, I don't need this app. Like, the fact that I can share photos somewhere else, like, I guess it's nice that because I'm in interactive media, I can put my files on here, and I could take them to my family and show them, and not on like a little phone. But I mean, it's not like it's necessary to have my photos on my iPad, I guess. I've covered web browsing is gorgeous. The stores work perfectly, and I'm going to go over these more in detail. Games. Okay, so I've heard that supposedly enlarging games from the iPods decreases pixels because in theory you're doubling the pixels, but I mean, I only have a page here of games, and honestly they don't even need extreme pixels, and I still found them just as fun. Playing Tilting works perfectly. All the games that I would want to play work. Quizzes are fun. Okay, here's another nifty little feature. Is that the right? Where's that app? Oh, it moved that. Hold on. Let me move. I have Final Fantasy 1 on the wrong app page. Okay. Now here's a new little feature that's on the iPad. Now see, I don't know how much of this you can actually see, but these are my web pages. So, considering I'm 18 now, and I've been playing the Ohio Lottery, say I want to pull up the Ohio Lottery numbers. Well, just click on the button that I've bookmarked on my page. Somehow my Wi-Fi slowed down. There it goes. Back to full speed. And I can look at the numbers instantly by just touching one button on my home screen. I find that more useful than anything new featured in this iPad layout. My dock holds 6 icons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm using all of them, which is why a lot of things are on the top. Web browsing is perfect. Ebooks, I don't read a lot of books. I like to listen to books. I like audiobooks, which is not a thing, but Kindle is officially obsolete considering the Kindle app. I mean, this couldn't get any better for anybody who reads ebooks. Web browsing is great. Wikipedia at an app. Very useful for school. I have drawing apps here that allow me to draw things. Oh, here's what we want to do. Pages in Keynote. I'm just going to open Keynote.